Shorty tryna flex on me.
Brandon, it's cold in here.
Shorty tryna flex on me, probably because she saw me flex all week. Oh no, diamonds with baguettes on me, blow my brains out, blame the mess on me. Oh no, shorty tryna flex on me, probably because she saw me flex all week. Oh no, diamonds with baguettes on me, blow my brains out, blame the mess on me. Oh no, I've been trying, oh no, just surviving, oh no. She been hiding my dough, I've been trying to cope. She know how to deep throw, she know how to deep throw. What you spend on your rent, I'm spending that on a coat, spending that on a coat, spending that on a note. Flying out of the coast, flying out of the coast. She look up at the stars, wishing that I were back. Well, good luck, and fuck you. Shorty tryna flex on me, probably because she saw me flex all week. Oh no, diamonds with baguettes on me, blow my brains out, blame the mess on me. Oh no, shorty tryna flex on me, probably because she saw me flex all week. Oh no, diamonds with baguettes on me, blow my brains out, blame the mess on me. Oh no,
I think it's better, oh no, if we did it, oh no. You a stepping stone, no, I think I'm better solo. Holding me back when I was trying to get it back. Now I go shopping and tear the text. I'm having better days. She saw me in Vogue and she said I'm vague. Reasons to go, got 100 million. All your clothes, baby, come and get them. Convincing me there was some Wonder Women. Now I'm focused on paper like Thunder Mifflin. Never forget what you said to me. And she ain't dead, but she dead to me. Coulda had the best of me. Shoulda put your bets on me. Now you just tryna go in.
shorty tryna flex, shorty tryna flex, shorty tryna flex on me. Oh no, shorty tryna, shorty tryna.
Thank you for all the content you create. You're doing a noble thing working against the MLMs.
Thank you. Why don't I just start it? Why don't I just start it? Thank you for that donation, whoever that was. Sorry, I'm just making my Instagram story right now. That's why I'm... All right. Let's see who that was. Thank you, guys. What up? Everybody click thumbs up.
Thumbs up the king.
M-Dub. Thank you, M-Dub. I appreciate that. M-Dub, he said, thank you for all the content you create. You're doing a noble thing working against the MLMs. Thank you, M-Dub. Really appreciate that. What's up to all you guys that are watching? Forgive me. I appreciate your patience here. Little bit late with the stream. Normally I stream at 7 p.m. and it is 9:30 right now. The reason for the lateness is because I agreed to go see Avatar 2. I know. I agreed to go see Avatar 2 with my cousin, Gabby, who, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you know my cousin Gabby. And it's 3 hours and 15 minutes long, this movie. And I didn't think about that when I agreed to go at 5:30, which, if you know how to do math, that only leaves an hour and a half before my usual streaming time of 7 p.m. So that's my bad. And, you know, it was a super long movie. And you know what, bro? I was prepared to hate it. But let me be honest. There is one blue girl in that movie from the Water Tribe. Boy. I see why this shit made $1 billion now. You see it.
Marco.
God damn. She was special. My take on the Jessie Lee Ward situation. Here we go. Making my Instagram story. Bear with me, my children. Thumbs up the stream while you wait. Get some popcorn. We're about to settle in. You think it's late? You think it's late at night? You know, well, too bad. Well, I guess you can always just watch this tomorrow, which I'm sure some of you are. But, okay, there we go. I made the story. We're set. All right, let me just get right into it. If you have been active in the active as a creator, as a viewer, as a supporter, if you've been watching this anti-MLM community for a while, the chances are very high that you have come across a woman. New water bottle, by the way. I got it yesterday for $8. The previous shaker that I had for maybe the last 8 months, I left it in the car overnight at my aunt's house. I ended up staying late at my aunt's house the other night, so I just slept there. And I left my water bottle in the car full of water. And the next day, I saw that because of the freezing temperature, it had exploded with just a big block of ice inside. So I had to get a new one. Let me also, just real quick, a little housekeeping, say what up to Devious, Sam here, John Lucas, NPaz, Devious, Specs, Igloo. NPaz wants the you know, Neil, Misha, Bug. Thank you all you guys for being here. Yes, it's French Montana and MF Doom that was playing in the intro. You got it. What's round on both sides and high in the middle? Ohio, nice. Thank you, Hidden in Plain Sight. I appreciate you. Christian Agudo, Jan Raul Ulus, Bam, Jerry Jack. How did I know you were going to bring up the dummy thick Na'vi people? The real shit, when I was watching Avatar 2, I was thinking how it would actually be so disrespectfully sexy if one of these Na'vi had a BBL. I keep it focused on the MLM content, but you see it. Joseph, thank you, Joseph. Hey, you're getting hitched? Wow, congrats, Joseph.
It goes, man, it goes.
I like that, bro. Love that. What up, APJ, Leanne? What up, Louie, Chucklehead, Christian? Okay. All right. Whew. Let's get into this. Let's get into the whoop-de-whoop. Thumbs up. Yes, you guys, there's 62 people watching, but only half of you have clicked like. We must be better as a country, as a community, you know? So let's figure that out. Aaron, what up? S, what up? It's on Spotify, S. Okay. So if you guys remember Julie from episode 2 of Multi-Level Misery, she used to be in the company called Monet. Some people pronounce it Monat, but as far as I know, it is actually Monet. And she sent me the uncut link to, where is it? At least I thought she sent me the link to the Google Drive link to the full Jessie Lee Ward video. Somebody sent it to me. I thought it was Julie. Maybe it was Dave. Hold on a second, y'all. Maybe it was Aaron. Fuck. Well, somebody was not prepared. I'm looking for the link to the full Jessie Lee Ward situation. I know one of you guys sent it to me. Hold on. Process of elimination. Here, maybe it was Aaron. It wasn't Aaron. Yes! Very good. Very good. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared. He got back from watching Avatar. He thought he knew where it was, but he didn't. Maybe it was on Discord. Sorry, guys. I'm sure Aaron has it. Aaron, if you're watching, link me that again if you don't mind. Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Anyways, little background. Jessie Lee Ward, this woman here. I'm gonna pull her up. She has so many. She's had so many different looks over the past few years that it is honestly hard to keep track. But she's a beautiful woman, and this is what she looks like. Mind you, she has me blocked on Instagram, even though I have never interacted with her directly or ever tagged her in anything or ever talked about her publicly before. She has me blocked for some unknown reason. Presumably because I'm in the anti-MLM sphere, and back in 2021 when I was making a lot of noise, I'm sure there were pro-MLM people who just blocked me to be safe, I guess. Like, yeah, she like preemptively blocked me. So this is Jessie Lee, otherwise known as Boss Lee. As you can see, like, she's looked very different from over the years. There's her there. I understand that she used to be in Monet, and then now she's in a company called Prove It. I mean, there's her there on the thumbnail, and then there's her there as well. There's her there as well. You know, she's in disguise. She is hiding. She's a fugitive. She's a fugitive, and she is hiding her real identity, which is the cause for all of the different changes in her appearance. Hashtag Boss Lee. I need to get one of those shirts, man. I'm actually gonna get a Boss Lee shirt, just ironically, you know. And you know what? Hey, you anti-MLM crowd, I know you're gonna chill on me for this. Jessie Lee, you know, is not my cup of tea per se. My cup of Lee, if you will. She's not my cup of tea, personally speaking. You know, I just got done explaining how I was, you know, attracted to one of the Na'vi girls in Avatar 2, which I just watched. But I will tell you, there's something about her.
Shawty wanna fuck, yeah, baby. Shawty likes it rough, and she's got a big oily butt, a big round wet McMuffin. Shawty,
and I'm confused by it. I will let you know that I'm confused by it within myself personally, okay? It's just something about, you know, a woman who can adapt to her environment like that, a chameleon of personality, who sometimes she has blue hair, sometimes the shit is shaved on the side, sometimes, and she's strong, which you're gonna see in this video that we're going to watch together here. Basically, the background is that Jessie Lee did a retreat with some of her, you know, elite members of Prove It, some of her downline, right? Some of the people who are really like, really committed, who really have a good mindset and believe in themselves. She took them on what was supposed to be a like company retreat and ended up like actually, in my opinion, torturing them. And we love to see it. And our friend, I shouldn't say our friend because I haven't spoke directly to Steve yet, but friend of the community, Steve Hassan, he goes by Cult Expert on Instagram. I almost said Cult Leader. Cult Expert on Instagram, author of the books Combating Cult Mind Control, Freedom of Mind, which I'm reading right now. And I saw that he had weighed in on the Jessie Lee situation, which was really cool to see. And thank you, Aaron, for sending me the Google Drive link again. I don't know where I put it. Somebody must have unsent it. Here we go. I'm going to add this to my Google Drive. He weighed in on the situation, which I thought was really, really cool because you don't normally see him doing stuff like that on Instagram, being active. And to see him comment on it was so like, it just felt so good to have somebody of his expertise unified on this thing with the rest of the community, you know? And it feels great to see you guys unified when you thumbs up the stream.
Thumbs up the team.
Even though only half of you have done it, but it's all good. And I commented on his post and I said something like, it's so cool to see Steve comment on this. And he responded to me and I thought, you know what? I gotta give my 10 cents on this situation. I would say my 2 cents, but I'm probably gonna end up rambling about this for way too long. What's up to all you guys in the chat? Silica Valley, Joseph, yeah, she's Velvet. She's a transformer. Stop, you guys are not a fan of me having a slight crush on Jessie Lee. The next undercover MLM video, I love. I mean, there's no point to me saying as many times as I do say it to stop asking me because it'll just come out when it's ready. Those are big videos to create. They take a lot of research, a lot of work. So I can't tell you a when, but for sure this month. Okay, so this video that we're going to watch is just listed here as Columbia MP4. And I'm going to share this with you guys. This is a 25-minute video. We might skip through parts, and ultimately I'm going to give you the entire, like, you're going to understand the full context when we watch it, but it's fucked up. It is fucked up. Appreciate you guys for being here, clicking thumbs up on the stream.
Thumbs up the team.
Please click like on the stream if you're watching. We have almost 100 people watching, only 62 likes though still. If everybody click like, this is our own little pyramid scheme that we run here on YouTube. You click like, your friends join the stream because they get notified. They click like, next thing you know, we're rich. Speaking of rich, I am saving up for liability insurance, which I need to procure before I drop this next video, just because, you know, these MLM companies can be litigious, you know, just for fun. And I actually got denied by an insurance company yesterday. I spoke to an insurance company that does business liability insurance, and they said that I'm too risky for them to cover. They basically look at me as like, it's sort of like, you know, me trying to get liability insurance for my channel where all I do is talk about these big litigious companies is sort of like an 80-year-old man with stage 4 cancer trying to get health insurance or life insurance. Like, they're not going to cover him because they know they're going to have to pay out on it, basically. So I appreciate the support of the community, and obviously that's what I will be ultimately relying upon. But if I can get liability insurance, then, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. So you get me. Yeah, I crash cars. Will you insure me? Exactly. Basically what I'm doing. So, thumbs up the stream, y'all. Let me turn my fan on. I'm going to turn my fan on because it's going to get hot. Me watching Jessie Lee. You know how it is. And in that time, I want to see not 73 likes, 93. Or maybe 100. There we go. But yeah, man, that one blue girl in Avatar, you know who I'm talking about if you've seen the movie. Actually crazy. Okay, by the time Avatar 5 comes out, Avatar is going to be my favorite series. I'm calling it. What up, Ed? What up, Cactus Cooler? All right, let's start watching. This is Columbia Trip, Jessie Lee Ward. This is a live stream that she did. Here we go.
The hardest thing someone had to go through on the Columbia trip. So I'm not going to use any names or anything, but I warned people. I warned them. I said, look, you have 90 days. No, I do not eat keto. You have 90 days to get in shape, and you need to get in shape. Okay? Because if you're going to go on a trip with me, we are going to move our freaking bodies. Okay? Like, I'm sick of people like excellence is awesome in physical form, period. Okay? Period. I can tell how you feel about yourself because your physical state is a manifestation of what's happening on the inside. Right?
Tell him, Jesse. Tell him.
Bars.
So far, I'm Team Jesse. First 30 seconds, I'm Team Jesse.
So I'm not a doctor, Kathy. Sorry, I can't answer that. So at any rate, I warned them. I said you should probably be in the gym every single day for the 90 days leading up to it. I would cut your diet into high protein, moderate complex carbohydrates, and drop some fat. And some people did not listen to me. Like, I gave them fair warning. I think they thought that it was just going to be vacation. And so the first day, we were chilling in our flipping 12-bedroom villa. We went all around the Columbia City. We did the most. Like, it was freaking beautiful. Day 2, I tricked them even more. I got to make a whole live about this. Tricked them even more, to be totally honest. I rented a boat for the day. So we had this crazy boat day. We were out on the water. We went on some private islands. We went snorkeling, these gorgeous fish. Oh my gosh. We had great food on the boat, dance parties, like your typical I'm, in South America day, like the delicious food, the coconut water with the straight from coconuts. Like,
I mean, I'm just thinking about me being there with Jesse, like, on the beach and shit, eating grapes and shit.
Shawty wanna fuck. Shawty likes it rough.
Hey, listen to me. There's just, and I can't say what it is. You know when there's just something about somebody? Like, if you showed me a picture of Jessie Lee at any stage of her metamorphosis, I would say, nah, it's not really, just on looks, it's not really for me. But there's something about her.
Like, all this stuff, And Sasha and me and Mateo were just laughing the whole time. And by the way, I was training every day. So masterminding. And so they were, and I set them up, I had them set up for success. Don't you worry about it. Okay. Like, all kinds of coaching and stuff of that nature. It was really powerful trainings. Some of my best trainings ever, I would say. But anyway, so.
Training. By the way, I love the idea of training in an MLM. Mind you, I'm me. I'm Marco. I'm Marco from Always Marco TV, okay? Or whatever this channel is called, Always Marco. And I have watched in my life probably in excess of 100 hours of multi-level marketing trainings, whether it was in-person spying on them, on Zoom spying on them, or finding links to uploaded YouTube, Zoom meetings, presentations, whatever. In preparation for all my videos that I've made, I've watched literally countless hours of these trainings. And you know what none of the trainings have ever talked about? The product. You know what the trainings talk about? How to recruit, and even more than how to recruit, mindless, motivational fucking drivel. Hours and hours of just talking about nothing. And everybody has like a new slick bar. That's what they're trying to chef up every time they go to speak. I saw one the other day for this company I'm investigating right now. I can't say who, but I'm doing a video on a company, and one of the guys in the company, he shows up on stage in like his 3-piece suit, looking like a mobster, because that's how you display wealth, I guess. And he goes, He starts his speech like this, his training. He goes, dress how you want to be addressed. And everyone in the crowd is like, oh, shit. Oh. And motherfucker goes on for 5 minutes talking about why you should be dripped out when you're going to talk to somebody at Starbucks about why they should join your MLM. Because it gives off an air of confidence and people follow confidence and blah, blah, blah. That's training? All right. All right.
We went to, and so right before I went to bed that night, I said, by the way, I would prioritize sleep tonight. Thank you for your order. I saw it just go through, by the way. Yes, you can still order. A link is in the bio. You can use code 15 off for 15% off.
I'll be buying it, Jesse.
Okay. So I warned them. I said I would prioritize some sleep tonight because they did.
Jessie Lee. Imagine me and Jessie Lee, bro, just like for a minute real quick, bro. Imagine her and I were like getting cozy at the Airbnb or whatever. And she just like picks me up and whoa, hold on. And she just picks me up and slams me on top of the washing machine while it's going. I could see that.
And no, we said we're gonna go, we're gonna go on a hike tomorrow, prepare for like 2 hours. And look, I knew it wasn't 2 hours, okay? Christine, about to buy your first pack. What do you recommend? I'd do a clearance bundle. Please add the Mitoplex. Do the clearance bundle and caffeine or caffeine free, and then please add the Mitoplex. So what can I say? I mean, I told him, I said, just be prepared. You bring as much water as you think you need for just, bring enough water for a full day. You might get cold, so I bring a cold weather outfit. You might go swimming. It's up to you. I do ship to the Netherlands. Yes.
Joey K.
I said, look,
bro,
just prepare yourself.
Joey K, you're hilarious. Joey K says she has the cadence of someone in a trailer park high on cocaine talking to cops with a flashlight in her face. Oh, my God. That's so specific. I love it, but I can totally see it. Thanks, JW. Thanks, the Jehovah's Witness. Blink once if you're being forced to these disgusting things. Imagine getting cozy at the Airbnb, and we get cozy, then she rips off a line and tries to cut my dick off. Nice. All right. And thumbs up the stream, y'all. Imagine us getting wet and wild. Imagine us getting cozy at the Airbnb, and there's 130 people watching, but only like 80 of y'all have clicked thumbs up on the stream.
Thumbs up the king.
Come on now.
Netherlands, yes. Please add international shipping. I said, look, just prepare yourself. If you're somebody who needs some snacks, take some snacks. If you're somebody who gets hot easily, bring your bug spray if you're prone to bugs. And the smart thing to do would be ask leading questions, So one person was really smart, and she went up to Sasha. She said, hey, she's so smart for this. She goes, I'm on my period. How many tampons do I need to bring? I don't even know if she was on her period. How many tampons should I bring if I'm going to change my tampon every 2 hours? And she goes, would 5 be enough? And Sasha was like, no, you might want to double that. So that was like very intelligent. This was like very, very.
So basically, if you're not following me, what's happened so far is she has told her team, be prepared for a 2-hour hike. She follows this up by saying, they should have been asking me leading questions. I gave them the first 2 days of chill time to make them think we were just on a chill vacation, team building type shit. So she's made them comfortable and built up the trust so that they feel safe on this trip. So why would they not believe her when she says we're going on a 2-hour hike? She's now accosting them after the fact by saying only one person was really smart, saying, how many tampons should I bring if I change my tampon every 2 hours? Presumably only one, if you're only going to be gone for 2 hours, right? Or maybe 2 hours there, 2 hours back. I don't know. I've never had a fucking period. I don't know. But presumably only a couple. And so when this person in her team asks, is 5 going to be enough? Let's do some quick math. If you have 5 tampons and you change it every 2 hours, that's 10 hours. So now this one person in the group who Jessie says was very smart is being told she should probably bring in excess of 5 tampons, which should tell you, through deductive reasoning, that they're going to be gone for more than 10 hours. When mind you, she told them they're going to be gone for 2. What is the point of this? Please, let Her Majesty explain.
Very intelligent stuff for her to ask that. Because then she knew, oh shit, we're spending the night somewhere. So she prepared like crazy. That was Jamie Lynn did that, by the way. So she was the most prepared, right? So really, really intelligent because she started doing like the math. Now, the crazy thing is Kelsey Ray overheard that and still didn't prepare, okay? So we start, and literally we had already talked to, I'll talk about Megan's baby shower in a second. We literally had already spoken to our guides because we put the whole thing together with these guides. And we said, if anybody asks throughout the entire day, how much longer, you know, like someone who wants to be able to control everything, we told them, we said, you have to say, we're almost there. So even if they ask 20 minutes in, how much longer, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Now here's where people got stupid. So we dropped people off. Like gummy bear tastes exactly like if you take the bag of gummy bears, you dump it out and you lick the inside of the bag. So it's kind of like a blend of all.
The most cocaine statement.
It's one of my favorite flavors of all time. Okay. So, so we planned it to be like this because the whole thing was I wanted to break people, but like not destroy them. Just like I wanted to see where their mindset is.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marco in our forum, the Goon Court.
Order, order. We are here to see, or whatever they say, hear the case of Always Marco versus Jessie Lee Ward and her team in Prove It. Who the fuck says something like that? Who the fuck says, I wanted to break them? Bitch, aren't you supposed to be their fucking, like, mentor? Aren't you supposed to be a positive influence? I will break you, Balboa. Jessie Lee walking her team on the fucking, through the hot mountains like Lord of the Rings. If he dies, he dies. I must break you. Imagine Jessie Lee. You know how in a video game when you die, sometimes you see the villain come over and like taunt you and then you can retry the level? Imagine fucking, you're in the desert. Imagine you're in the desert. You're on the beach. You're laying down dying and Jessie Lee's just like, I told you you should have lost 30 pounds, you fat fuck. Oh, fuck. You know, I don't know how someone gets this sort of idea in their head. This totally reminds me of like that, you know, that university experiment where they took like 21 students and they made half of them the prisoners and half of them the jail guards. And within like 6 days, they had to stop the experiment. It was supposed to go for 2 weeks, but they had to stop it within 6 days because the security guards had dehumanized the students that were the prisoners so much that they were actually starting to like abuse them because the mentality of like superiority and looking at themselves as above and looking at the prisoner students as subhuman spread so quickly, like this social contagion, that they had to stop the experiment because it became so unethical. And the purpose of the experiment was to try and figure out how in World War II so many regular Germans could have like played into the idea of this mass Holocaust. Like, sure, like how did everyone go along with it? There's also that old movie from the 70s. What is it called? The Flow, the Wave. And basically the lesson to take away from it is that, you know, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, especially if there's no one to check you or, like in the case of the experiment, stop the experiment. And then what we're seeing here in Jessie Lee, in my opinion, is basically that. Was it the Stanford experiment? This is basically that to me. She is in a position of power. She has these people looking at her as though she is their mentor, their leader, their upline. And everyone is taught to follow without question, faith, thought stopping. All these things play into her little scheme here. And you know what? If you're somebody on Jessie Lee's team who was on this trip, chances are you've been in her downline or in her inner circle, her company, whatever, for long enough that it's second nature to you at this point to, you know, when Jessie says jump, you say how high type shit. So for Jessie to take full advantage of that, to the point where she is boastfully bragging on a live stream or whatever the fuck this is, this video, and like proclaiming that she wanted to break them. Like, it's gone from being a subconscious dehumanization of her downline to actually like an outward projection of how she views herself as above. And I'm not a psychologist or a therapist to be psychoanalyzing her, but what does that make you? If you are a person who is like bragging about this, like you did some cool shit. I don't know, man. Y'all wanted me to rewind that laugh? I'm gonna rewind that laugh for you. Hold on, I got you. I'm just reading your comments here. I am a bit speechless, but I'm reading your comments right now. Leanne says she looks like a bully. It's amazing how high up the mountain you can get on an 8th. Y'all are hilarious calling her a cokehead. Y'all chill out. That's my girl right there. Relax. Thumbs up the stream, you guys. There's 130 people watching. Lick the bag. I must break you. Lick the ketos baggies. Is she Bane? Is she going to break the bat next? Sounds like jail. Yeah. Fuck. Yes, Stanford Prison Experiment. Thank you, D3. This is fucked. This is my first time watching the video in full. I wanted to have a blind reaction for you guys on the stream and just give you my unfiltered thoughts without preparing anything. So, jury vote, she's innocent. Hilarious. Let me see that laugh again.
So she prepared like crazy. That was Jamie Lynn did that, by the way. So she was the most prepared, right? So really, really intelligent because she started doing like the math. Now, the crazy thing is Kelsey Ray overheard that and still didn't prepare, okay? So we start and literally we had already talked to, I'll talk about Megan's baby shower in a second. We literally had already spoken to our guides because we put the whole thing together with these guides. And we said, if anybody asks throughout the entire day, how much longer, you know, like someone who wants to be able to control everything, we told them, we said, you have to say, we're almost.
Okay, I didn't know what the dark triad was. Somebody said she exhibits characteristics of the dark triad in the comments. And the dark triad here is psychopathy, Machiavellianism, and narcissism. I'm with you on that.
So even if they ask 20 minutes in, how much longer? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Now here's where people got stupid. So we dropped people off like gummy bear taste.
Did I go too far back or not far back enough for the laugh?
It's exactly like if you take the bag of gummy bears, you dump it out and you lick it.
She looks like the Dodge Ram logo. What the fuck are you talking about?
Out of the bag. So it's kind of like a blend of all of them. It's one of my favorite flavors of all time. Okay, so
oh, that's a that's a drop. Totally.
Of all time. Okay, so
that's a drop for sure, that laugh. Oh my god. This make me uncomfortable, bro. I started this stream out only a few minutes ago saying Jessie Lee was like that I thought there was something about her in a positive way. And now I'm gonna need to phone a friend on this one. I'm gonna need to phone a friend on this one, y'all.
So we planned it to be like this because the whole thing was I wanted to break people, but like not
Y'all said Marge Simpson. Oh my God.
destroy them, just like I wanted to see where their mindset is, because in business you get really uncomfortable and most people quit. All right. And I want it, and in business and in leadership, people quit on you. And then people do this blaming thing all the time. Like losers blame people. And I wanted to find out where my
Losers blame people. Winners blame themselves. In a company where you are predisposed to lose, as long as you are part of the 99.6%, which technically all of you are.
are. I want to find out who my winners are. I want to see who people are with super strong mindsets. I wanted to get really clear on who I am rocking with in this business. Okay. So we planned to make them walk 5 kilometers in direct sunlight on the side of a Colombian road. And so the van stops after a 40-minute drive into the middle of nowhere. And the van, by the way, forgot to mention.
See, Tala in the chat says something that I was just thinking. He says, but Marco, the box going to be fire. If there is one redeeming quality about Jessie Lee Ward, I would have to guess. Just a bitch this crazy has to have crazy box. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Listen, I need to add Jessie Lee to the rogues gallery of women in my office here. There's a spot for Jessie Lee right out there on the rug in between Poison Ivy and Jessica Alba.
Thank you for all you do, Marco.
Yeah, thank you, Rusty Bed Springs. Would I probably not live through that ordeal with Jessie Lee? Probably not. But you get me. See, I'm a person who tries to see beyond a person's mental illness and try to see the life within, because I'm listening to that book, The Power of Now, right now, and I'm trying to be on my Buddhist, loving kindness shit. So that's what I'm trying to do right now with Jessie, and I'm really reaching for like silver linings here. I'm really reaching for like positive things to say. So bear with me.
The van had just enough seats for 16 people. So people were crammed in there like sardines, and I said,
Gene says, red game has to be stupid good.
I suggest you don't talk. I suggest you use this time to sleep and stay cool. When they should have listened. They were dumb. Not everyone was dumb, but not everybody was sleeping, and certainly people were talking, which makes them hotter, and they were not resting.
She got that Helen Parr for sure. Dude, Jessie Lee. Me and Jessie's couple's Halloween costumes is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be hers, and you already know what mine about to be. Chill out.
Need to listen to instructions. When the leader speaks, listen. Okay? So I was trying to give them hints all along the way. Conserve your water. I was trying to tell them, like, if you feel like you're prone to bugs, be ready for this, okay? So some of you were like, I'm out. Like, never mind. Don't want to join her team. Listen. All right. So we drop off and we get out, and we're literally in the side of a road in sticker bushes.
Listen. Imagine Jessie Lee giving you top. She's like biting it. You're like, she's like, shut up. She's like, shut up, pussy. I'm like, okay, sorry, Jessie. Fuck.
And immediately there's some people like, and I'm like, put your hiking boots on, man. I don't know what to tell you. Courtney was all excited. She's like, should I put the pants on now? Should I put the pants on later? I'm like, I don't know. If you want to put pants on now, you can. I'm not putting pants on right now. I think it's a little hot right now. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. We're about to be at the hottest part of the day. Okay, what are in the cans? This is keto up. This is instant ketosis. So fat loss, muscle preservation, sleep, skin, mood, focus, energy, and digestion. Okay?
Bitch talking faster than goddamn Ben Shapiro. I need to slow this video down.
So Courtney was like, yeah, what about, I got some extra stickers. Like, she's putting all this, because she was bug spraying. She was prepared with that. I'll give her that. I was like, I wouldn't put pants on if I were you, okay? But anyway, she was really excited though. And so we're on the side of the road, and I literally mean the side of a road. Okay. So cars are zoom, zoom, zoom right here. I'm like, get in line, get in line. So you got people who are scared of heat. They're scared of exercise. They're scared of they're going to dehydrate. They're scared of motorways. They're scared of...
Are they scared, bitch? Or are those actual valid fucking dangers when you're a white English-speaking person on the side of a random fucking rural Colombian road? Bitch, have you ever seen a movie that takes place in Colombia? Nothing good happens. I don't think your team was like being just like snowflakes.
All this, okay? And so we're walking on the side of the road, and I'm just like, get it going, you know? Like, I knew how far we were going in the direct sunlight. Not that it mattered, but I was like, here we go. Now now look, I did actually over-prepare. All right, I thought I had to have enough water for 18 hours. So I brought 5 liters of water, because if you don't know about me, I'm a freaking camel. So my book bag was really heavy, which I was like, damn it.
So she brought herself 5 liters of water, knowing she was about to be out in the fucking desert for 10 hours plus, and told everybody else, just pack for 2 hours. Bro, that's rude.
Damn it. But I was like, let's go. Like, I'm not going to dehydrate, because you don't want to see me dehydrated, all right? So I'm just going. Sasha and I are chatting. 15 minutes into this freaking walk, walk. 3 people are like, I got to pee. One of which is Courtney. Now, Courtney's like in such an excited mood that she like runs into the woods. Like, I can see.
This bitch is possessed. I like how she started this by saying she wasn't going to name anybody. Now she's like, Courtney did this, and Jessica, you know.
And then she runs out, right? She runs out after 2 people who like moseyed into the woods, okay? And I'm like, oh, they should not be moseying anywhere because we have a really, really long way to go.
Rule number 1 of Jesse's boot camp, do not mosey.
Okay, but they're in the woods. And I don't know, man, they were like, a long time. I'm like, this is bad. This is bad for momentum. I literally know that we have at least 15 hours left of this, but whatever. Because and like for me also, one of the little keys, because I do all these crazy hikes and, go to the Middle East and I'll hike through the desert and whatever. Like when you have to pee and you know it's going to be really hot, don't pee. Like let your body like sweat out the water, just FYI, okay?
Bitch thinks she's Bear Grylls.
So I'm literally on the side of the road. All these cars are like going by, like whatever. And then it's hot. Like I'm not going to lie. You're on asphalt. It's the dead heat of the equator.
What is the point of this? How does this help you sell or recruit for your fucking supplement company, bro?
In Cartagena, okay? And we're just going. And then first person goes like, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Pussy!
It was 25 minutes into this walk, and somebody literally is done. And I look at Sasha. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I told them for the last 90 days to go to the gym. Like literally, and so I'm mad. I'm checking my emotional intelligence because I'm like, are you kidding me? We've done nothing. We've literally walked on a straight road. And this person starts blaming. She's like, well, we're on a hill. I'm like, I see hills nowhere. We're in Colombia. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? And then I start getting mad. I'm like, what? And then this person starts to mention, well, I have diabetes. I got to check my blood sugar. And Sasha and I look at each other like, nobody mentioned diabetes. Like, we might actually kill people on this trip. Like, we literally thought that I was like, oh my God. He's like, do you have your blood sugar monitor? I don't know why I'm still walking because we were definitely not walking, which was pissing me off. Anyway, so she takes out the blood sugar thing. Her blood sugar's at 243. And I'm like, are you serious right now? How is your blood sugar at 243 if you're diabetic, you know? I'm like, I don't even understand this. Sasha, I don't even know what that means, by the way. I don't know anything really about diabetes. Sasha's like, how is...
Shaming somebody for how high their blood sugar is when you don't even know shit about diabetes. Respect.
This your sugar. Like, what are you eating? She goes, well, I got off the bus and I had a candy bar because I was tired. And Sasha's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's German, by the way. He's like, you're diabetic. Like, why? Why did you have a candy bar, you know? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, and I'm like, contraband. So then one of our little tour guides takes her book bag, right? And I'm like, taking her book bag, this is for the week, right? And I start trying to coach her through it. I'm like, one step in front of the other, all right? And I'm like, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it wasn't even that fast. But I'm like, get it going, girl, get it going. So then I'm like looking up ahead and I see that there's a commotion. All right, and then one of our Colombian tour guides in his flip flops, mind you, starts in flops, literally in flops. He's running, and I'm like, oh my God, somebody else is down for the count. What is going on? This is you gotta be kidding me. It's been 45 minutes at this time, 45 minutes, and I know this is a 15-hour situation, guys. 15 hours. We're just getting started.
15 fucking hours, bitch. No way, bro. $15 fucking hours and people are already fucking dying from diabetes complications and shit. Yeah, great point, Mindy Lou. As though going to the air-conditioned gym is the same as hiking in Colombia. Straight up, even if you went hard in the gym for a month or 2 months, weightlifting and, eating protein, how is lifting in the gym going to help you sustain the heat and, cardio element of what she's putting these people through? I'm so curious as to how this ends.
Yeah, okay. I was getting a little spicy. All right, so I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, straight up, Talis. You need me to perform 15 hours. Jessie, listen to me. If me and you ever cross paths, romantically speaking, I'm giving you the first time when I have the most to prove, okay? I am giving you 30 minutes max of acrobatic wonder. But if you expect me, imagine Jessie Lee telling me the requirements for taking her on a date. She's like, you want to fuck me? You're going to have to fuck me in the dead heat on the asphalt of the Colombian highway. My skin, I'm laying on the asphalt. She's on top of me. My skin just melting to the fucking... Stupid. Wow. Sorry, somebody dropped a bag. I gotta acknowledge them. Thank you for that, by the way, whoever that was. Let me see.
I gotta get the bag.
Joey K again. Oh no, Joey K. Thank you. He said, had to come on to say this. She goes on all these crazy hikes, but is clearly an amateur. Carries liters of water instead of a purification method. Doesn't cover up in the sun. Thinks you need to avoid peeing. Takes unprepared people up mountainous terrain. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What can you do? What can I do? Oh, fuck. What up, Specs? What up, Alex? I'm a trained distance cyclist, also a pale girl. No amount of training ensures the midday sun won't take me out. Yep. Be nothing but hollow bones boning her. This it? What's up, Morgan? What's up, BitConnect?
What is happening right now? And I look up ahead, I don't have binoculars, but I'm pretending, okay? So I look up ahead like this.
This bitch crazy.
And I see someone on the ground. Literally on the ground. I'm like, no way. This is actually impossible. Somebody's on the ground, and they're like, I'm overheating. It's so hot. I can't walk this long. I'm looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo. Looking at Sasha, looking at Mateo. Mateo's like, I can tell the little Colombian man is talking he's speaking in Spanish to Mateo. Why are these gringos falling over? I want to know what's going on. Why are these gringos, this is 2 gringos in a row. Okay. You could tell he was just I'm very confused. What are we doing here? Because they knew how long it was going to be too. And you could tell that the tour guides were like, this ain't going to be good. And then so I pulled Sasha and Taylor aside. I'm like, what are we going to do? Do we call, is there a 911 for Colombia? This person's on the ground, says they're we're checking their blood, their, their pulse, everything. This person's not diabetic. Thank God. I thought we were going to have 2 diabetics. I'm like, oh God, nobody told us anything, right? So anyway, long story short, we had to call an emergency motorcycle 45 minutes into the walk, okay, on the side of the road. I'm like, there's no way, man. No freaking way.
Oh my
so
God.
Anyway, the rest of the group keeps going ahead. We push ahead, and we walk the entire direct sunlight. I don't know how hot it was, whatever. I don't really care. It's just heat, okay? It's all on your head. We get
This bitch is crazy.
to the bird aviary area, okay? And maybe some people are scared of birds. I don't really know. But we get to the bird place, and there are birds everywhere, like peacocks and flamingos and all kinds of stuff. It was actually really cool. But we're inside this thing. We were supposed to have 2.5 hours. We start realizing we spent an hour on the side of we're at least an hour behind. We're like, this is really bad. Like, this is actually really bad. I know it was not really that hot. It was just sunlight, and we all had hats on, so I don't know, but neither here nor there. So we get to the bird place. Bird place is really cool. And then we have to keep walking, okay? So we got to keep going. So this is probably 5-6 hours in or something like that at this point. And then so we're walking, we're chatting. We're walking and we're chatting. We're walking and we're chatting with everybody. And then they think we go to a beach. I mean, we did go to a beach. All right. So we went to a beach and they were like, oh, is this where we put the bathing suits on? Is this where we put the bathing suits on? And I'm like, actually, Courtney said that. Are we going swimming? This is Courtney. Are we going swimming?
So rude. Such a fucking cock to her team. Like, I'm sure Courtney, whatever the bitch's name that she just said was, I'm sure Courtney was not actually jumping around like a birthday clown after walking through what you just described putting them through, excited to go swimming.
I'm like, Courtney, no, I wouldn't put your bathing suit on right now. Oh, Courtney's watching, so perfect. So she's like, are we going to go to the beach? It's still very hot outside because it's probably, I don't know, 5 o'clock or something like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't yet, because the whole point was we were going to make them walk 2 miles, okay, on the beach. We're going 2 miles on the beach. I don't know what the question was, but, oh, okay. So 2 miles on the beach, and then we were taking them rock
Courtney is her best friend? Jesus Christ.
climbing. All right, so these people are already like very stressed out. We're walking them on the beach. They're starting to like, oh, maybe we're gonna go to a private beach. So they're kind of excited again. Ooh, a private beach! And Mateo and I are just laughing at each other. Sasha's just laughing. Rendy's over here. Rendy, I can tell, can't believe she's exercising. We get to this rock wall, and I mean, you could tell that there was some panic in the air. Okay, so what I'm using, their Pure Therapy. Oh, I did take Keto Kick. Okay, so you're seeing Keto Kick right now, live in action. All right, so go ahead, buy your Keto Kick bundle. All right, I'm like, why do I have this much energy? What happened? All right, so
I don't know, Jessie. You must know something we don't.
but at any rate, so then they had to get like on all fours. They had to actually climb up these walls. People are freaking out. Jamie Lynn is even like, I can't do this. I literally don't think I can do this. I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. And then she starts talking to herself positively. She's like, I can do this. I'm strong. I trust my body. And they're throwing themselves on the rocks, and they're having like not fun, but they were hiking up the rocks. And then because we were so far behind, we're supposed to be a point that was going to be pretty scary for everybody, where we did get to it, but then we couldn't go because the tide was too high. They were going to have to get totally soaking. They were kind of going to get thrown against the rocks at the same time that they hold on to the rocks and kind of like scale the rocks like I've done in Austria before, but not quite so extreme, but enough to scare the piss out of them, okay? So they went, so we were going to go then around and up, and there was going to be a place to watch the sunset, but because the tide was so high, we weren't able to do that in Colombia, but that's okay. So we turned back around. We head back down the rocks. People, again, are kind of like losing their minds a little bit. Like, oh my gosh, people are super scared. They're jumping over the rocks and stuff like that. You can tell they're a little scared. They're going to fall into the ocean as the waves just kept crashing and crashing and crashing. And then we told them to stop. So then we're like, all right, we're going to go walk on the beach. So then we went another 2 more miles on the beach. So two full miles on the beach. And I could hear them saying like, oh, my calves. Oh, my ankles are weak. Oh, and I'm like, keep it moving. And we're setting the pace. Some people started getting really scared. What's wrong? Oh.
LOL, hiking up the rocks. That's what we call it. Hilarious.
You could tell some people were like, oh, you're going in there, aren't you? Some people were like really scared. They were like, oh gosh, we sit down on the beach. The bugs start coming out. So I don't like sitting there, but that's fine. We watched the sunset together. It was super gorgeous in Colombia. And then we get back up again and we start walking again. Now, here's where it got really interesting for me.
Oh, this is where it gets interesting.
They thought we were done. This is one of the first times they were like, okay, it's not a 2-hour hike.
Of course.
We're on like hour 8 or 10, but everything's okay. It's not too bad yet, but this is not what we were expecting, right? And you could tell that they thought we were done. We're not done. We stop and we tell them, hey, we're going to eat here. So then they start bringing out raw meat, and we build a fire, and on a grill we grill chicken and beef and grilled pineapple, and there were potatoes, and we ate off of literal leaves. And Rendy's actually had sand on it. So Rendy had some chicken tenders, basically, but that's okay. It fell into the sand. And
So scared. I'm so scared right now, you guys.
and they were actually excited. By then they were kind of like, yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm adaptable. I'm good. Like, I can do anything. You could tell that they were starting to shift into more powerful versions of themselves at this point. But then they definitely thought we were done. And then we said, surprise. Now, this is right around 11 p.m. So you tell me in the, she said my chicken was super crunchy. Tell me in the chat, in the comments, what color is the sky generally at 11 p.m. in the evening? Unless you're in Scandinavia in the summer, which we're not right now. Okay, so take a gander, give me like a color, give me a color pattern that happens around, midnight, 11 p.m. Like, what color are we looking at? That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Queen Sky. Black, dark. Jacqueline, black, 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 black. The sky's pitch black. Pitch black. No one's...
That's a drop right there, too. Black, 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 black. This is insane. She does sound proud to have deceived her team. Absolutely, bro. It's fucked. Whew. This sucks.
Around us, complete seclusion. We're not like on the beach with people, guys. We took them to a completely secluded area, all alone. There is nobody. You can't scream and get safety. We put them in complete seclusion from the world, okay? No one's coming to help you. Nobody's coming to save you. Good luck, okay? Which already would panic some of you, right? And so then I say, hey guys, we're gonna get in the boat. And you could see a lot of these people on their faces were like, why are we getting on a boat almost at midnight?
In Colombia.
And I'm like, come on, shouties, let's go on a boat. Okay, because I knew it was going to happen.
How old is this woman? Is she a fucking kindergarten teacher? The other half of the time when she's not running a pyramid scheme? Jessie Lee Ward age. There's no way that you're... No. No. No, what year is this from? No, I refuse to believe that. There's an article that I've stumbled upon that says Jessie Lee Ward is a 28-year-old. Bro, I'm almost 27. There is no fucking way Jessie Lee Ward is 28. She got to be like 40, right? 43. Okay, there we go. 43. Bro, if you had told me this bitch was 28... If she's 28, bitch, I'm 11. The fuck? Oh, here it comes. Oh, hold on. I stopped it right before it gets crazy, Aaron. She's about to sell her downline to the cartels. Yeah. A bunch of inexperienced, unhealthy people on a random boat in Colombia. Yeah. Complete seclusion in Colombia at midnight. Great idea. Literally. Oh, man. I'm not even familiar with James Arthur Ray. Who is James Arthur Ray? Hey, guys, we're actually going to trade you for an ounce of cocaine. Haha, you're so adaptable. Okay, she's 34. Even 34 is like a generous. God damn, this bitch has been through some shit. That's what it does to your body and your face when you just have evil coursing through your veins. And like, yeah, it's just not healthy. There's I don't know. I'm being a misogynist. If she's 28, she has done math. Yeah, dude, if she's 28, she's been around. Come on, everyone, let's traffic this cocaine. She turned 34 in November. If she's 96, I'm 69. Yeah, I thought she was in her early 40s, but good for her. Damn. Am I okay? So I'm not bugging. Okay, here we go. Let's see. This is the good part, supposedly, says Aaron.
So then we drive out on a boat for about, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're now...
Who is this tour guide? How much are they paying this fucking tour guide? And if I was the tour guide, I'd hit up the closest cartel. Be like, look, I got a boat of 10 white bitches. What? You know what I'm saying? This would have been a bag for this guy. God damn. Why would even the tour guide agree to this? If I was the tour guide, I'd be like, no, pero that's not very safe. We go out there at midnight. I think we stay. Who the fuck is this tour guide?
In the middle of
The tour guide, Jose Lee Ward.
the ocean. And I know some of you have a fear of what? Of, the ocean, of deep.
Them in the middle of the ocean. All right, guys. Now we're going to dive. First, and now we're going to tread water till the sun comes up. It's all in your mind. She has the eyebrows like him from the Powerpuff Girls. Wow. Unlock the childhood fear. She turned to the dark side and is starting to look like Palpatine. Morgan says, I think if your personality is like this, you start to rot from the inside out. Totally. We're now meeting the contact. You guys are hilarious. Oh, James Arthur Ray is a guru. Some of his clients died in a yurt because he thought they were just bitching out about being too hot. That's sad, man. The tour guide is a human trafficker. $1 is 4,000 Colombian pesos, so it probably was a bag for him, totally. The cadence in her voice is like the female version of a Freemason training tape I listened to when being recruited for Arbonne. Crazy. Same energy as a kid burning ants with a magnifying glass. I mean, that's essentially what she's doing, except the ants are her downline. All right, let's see.
Water, thank you for your order, by the way. Appreciate you. Middle of the ocean, pitch black.
And so then, anyways, the cartel held us all at gunpoint, and they made Sarah and Jessica get on their knees, and they held a machete to their neck, and they held their hair in their hand to stabilize them, and they slowly sawed off each of their heads with the machete. And so, anyways, Jessica and Sarah, they're both like screaming, they're cutting my head off, they're cutting my head off. And they're like sort of like, I hear them gurgling on their blood or whatever, and I hear their trachea being crushed by the dull metal blade. And I'm just like, I told you guys to go to the gym. Like it's all in your head. Haven't you had your ears pierced before? And it just like, there was one girl who was really smart in the group who she said, maybe if we do agree to a life of slavery and servitude with the cartel, they won't kill us. She had the right mindset because she is following through and learning to swim with the current instead of against it. And that's what I'm trying to teach in my trainings. And that was the whole purpose of this trip.
Black, nothing to see but stars, no lights anywhere. We're not near towns, we're not near people, we're not near villages. We're in the middle of the ocean, pitch freaking black. And the boat stopped. And I go, okay, jump off.
Bitch, you're crazy. Oh my God, you're crazy, Jessie. Oh my God.
And they're like, what? And I said, jump into the ocean. At midnight, I said, jump into the ocean.
This BB
so they have
fully
their
charged.
life vests on, and you could see they're like, some of them were like, nope, absolutely not.
Thank you,
Absolutely
Green Alien.
not. It is cold. It is pitch black. I do not jump.
And everyone who didn't jump in the water, that's who I knew wasn't really committed. And so I let my tour guide sail off into the night with them.
Black water. I do not jump into deep water. I do not jump into the ocean, period. Hell no. But I didn't just take them to deep water. I actually took them to plankton. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah,
And then anyways, I fed them to a shark that I actually rented that was there in one of those diving cages, and we had a shark captive inside one of those, and I told them that whoever goes down there is going to get a $500 prove it bonus for whoever retrieves it from the shark's mouth. And I thought, you know what? This is easy stuff. Like, if you're committed, you're just going to do it. It's just second nature. And so when people don't want to follow through with stuff like this, that's when I know who's committed and who's not. And the thing about this business is, like, you got to be willing to put in a little elbow grease for it, a little sweat. Potentially a little blood. And you know what? It's all in your mind anyways. Like, if you're vibrating on a frequency that tells that shark that it should not attack you, then it won't attack you. Because we all know that you attract whatever the vibrational frequency is that you're putting out. And so if you're vibrating way down here, super low vibration energy, right? Just negative, right? That shark is probably going to kill you. If you manifest from the inside a good outcome for you, that shark is going to feel that from you. And, believe me, frankly, a lot of great sharks, great friends of mine, a lot of them. I've been diving with the sharks, a lot of great divers, believe it or not. Tremendous divers. They've gone with the sharks, with the fish. Great white sharks, they call them. Great white sharks, that's what they call them. And I said, frankly, you have to be willing and able to go in there. We're going to go in, and we're going to build a wall around the shark, which Colombia is going to pay for, and the shark is going to come with the money. Well, there was one.
No, I already grabbed that one. So I literally took them to Plankton. So if you don't know this, if you've ever seen SpongeBob SquarePants, hi, Kuba Charles.
Crabs. So I literally took them to the chum bucket, and they had just thrown SpongeBob out. And, Plankton was there, and he was trying to get the Krabby Patty secret formula, and Patrick Star was just being a buffoon and getting in the way. And so we slid Sandy Cheeks $500 to sort of use her karate skills to get us into the Krusty Krab. We went past Squidward into the back where SpongeBob was about to start his shift, and we looked through Mr. Krabs' office to find the Krabby Patty secret formula, and that is how I made it to where I am today and prove it. And I just want you guys to know that if I can do it, you can do it too.
So Plankton glow as soon as you touch them. So they jumped off of the boat into Plankton, and everywhere they moved, you see green glowing all over the place. It was It was everywhere. It was everywhere.
And pass. And then Courtney showed up. Are we going swimming?
You can't even capture it on camera. You can probably Google it and try and check it out. It'll do it no justice. It glows everywhere. And we were laughing so hard. We're screaming. Everybody got off. Everybody ended up jumping in. Everybody was scream laughing, crying, having so much fun. We're looking up at the stars. It's like crystal clear sky because there's no light pollution and it wasn't a full moon or anything. We were completely joyful. Everyone's like, oh my God. And then Brittany Anderson started talking about under the sea at the Krabby Patty and whatever.
Under the sea. So wait, why is everyone happy now? Has everyone just been tortured so much at this point in the trip that they're just now delirious? You like that shark frequency, Lisa? You like that, Silica?
Google it and try and check it out. It's over the place. It was everywhere.
There's not even a dog there, imagine. She's just imagining it. She's just like, wiki! There's nothing below the frame.
It was everywhere. You can't even capture it on camera. You can probably Google it and try and check it out. It'll do it no justice. It glows everywhere. And we were laughing so hard. We're screaming. Everybody got off. Everybody ended up jumping in.
Just midnight in the pitch black Colombian Ocean with sharks, no doubt, close behind. Glowing water all around them. They must have felt like they were on an acid trip. And everyone, screaming, laughing, supposedly.
And everybody was scream laughing, crying, having so much fun. We're looking
Crabs.
at the stars. It's like crystal clear sky because there's no light pollution and it wasn't a full moon or anything. We were completely joyful. Everyone's like, oh my God. And then Brittany Anderson started talking about under the sea at the Krabby Patty and whatever. We were laughing so hard. We get back in the boats. We head back and we debrief. So they started talking about how grateful they were for, for the warm water, how grateful they were for, the hard day where their bodies hurt and they thought they were going to give up. So grateful that they kept pushing and, for fresh water to drink and for all this stuff, right? For the food that we ate. And,
Jessie, I'm so grateful for you torturing me. I hope that it happens to me all the time. Amen.
And so they started having a lot of gratitude towards this stuff and they really thought we were done. As a matter of fact, Courtney was like, I really thought for a minute there that we were going to spend the night here because we really made it seem, like, oh shoot, I need to get the Instagram one to shut off. It's been an hour. We'll have to figure that out again. But anyway, we weren't done though. Okay. And after we went through the debrief, which was really awesome, and I actually hammered these people about, like, I did mean to be like this. I told them about the disappointment for their physical health, the disappointment for how much they have not been taking care of their bodies, the disappointment for clearly not eating well and taking care of themselves. I really told them, like, I didn't keep anything from them about that. Thank you for following, by the way. Let's do this again. Thank you, baby.
Literally, this is like when, you know, in the Batman movie that came out last year, when the Riddler is on his like TikTok live or whatever, and he's like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go blow up City Hall and we're gonna kill the mayor. Make sure you bring your riot gear. Anyways, thank you for the subs and donos." This is like that. She's like, "So yeah, anyways, I made everyone jump in the ocean in the middle of the night, and a couple people almost died. Ugh. Anyways, thank you guys so much for following and for donating. Thank you for donating bits on Twitch and badges on Instagram."
Let's see.
You don't have even one
No, I already grabbed him. One sec, guys, and I'll finish that. Finish that with you. Wookie and Kumba
LOL, Bam.
are live. How do I?
2 people died, whatever. Link in bio to sign up.
I know, but now it's. Oh, request to join.
Is it over? Jessie Lee, the type who, if we were having sex, she would dig her nails into my back so hard that I'd have to be like, straight 100%. I'd be like, She'd be like, "What are you, a pussy?" I'm like, "No, like, actually, can we get out of like the mood for a second here?" Ouch.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Issues. My Instagram's being crazy. So anyway, so then as soon as we're done the debrief and I kind of like get on all these people and we have a leadership lesson, I'm coaching them a little bit, really powerful stuff. Funny Sasha goes, "Yeah, and now we're going to take you guys to your hotel. We're going to take you where you guys are going to stay tonight. The hotel you'll be staying at is called the Million Stars, aka I made them sleep, whether they were prepared or not, on the beach in Colombia, in Cartagena. 2 of our guides had to stay up all night long because it's apparently actually extremely dangerous. You could be kidnapped or whatever. It didn't happen. No problem. We didn't feel in danger.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not.
Court is back in motherfucking session now that we've heard the full case. Or at least I hope we've heard all of it. Is there a part 2 to this shit? Wow, my goodness. This is the most unhinged thing I've seen maybe ever. So we were in Cartagena and we had 2 guides that we were paying minimum wage and they didn't have weapons or anything. So they actually wouldn't have stood a chance if a cartel or somebody with a weapon, even one guy with a pistol, came to try to kidnap somebody. It actually would have been even probably knives, as long as they had just outnumbered us. You know what? They could have even been empty-handed. And if they had outnumbered us, nothing would have stopped them from killing all of us. But you made them sleep on the beach, and like also, if you were in the middle of nowhere in the blistering hot sun, how was that raw chicken and beef being like, was it refrigerated in the middle of nowhere? Where you guys cooked it and ate it on leaves? Because I can't imagine that was good for anybody's belly. This is insane. What up, Scott? Oh, man. Dude, this is like the shit people on Japanese game shows be going through to win like a lot of money. And she's just doing it, and they're losing money. They're paying for this.
It was flipping amazing. And I will tell you, you start having gratitude for everything. Kelsey Ray was really pissed off. I could see it. Rox was really mad. Rox from Mexico was super mad. They weren't prepared, right? We told them, have warm weather clothes. They thought we were kidding. So Kelsey had to sleep just in her bathing suit bottoms, which is not awesome when it's like, 70 degrees outside and you're on the ocean.
Wow.
I slept like a freaking angel. It was amazing. So, and then the next morning we wake up, we have fresh fruit, we get on the boat, we walk back, no shoes allowed. We walk through the city of Cartagena, no shoes. And we get back to the house, and I had massage therapists waiting for all 16 people. I paid for full body massages for an hour and 15 minutes for every single person. And literally their whole lives are changed. So for the better.
Wow, what a fucking hero you are, Jessie. Paying for everybody to have an hour and whatever massage after literally torturing the fuck out of them for 24 hours, bro.
For the better. So the pictures, the video, everything, like, it does it no justice. My whole lesson in all of that to them and to you as well, if you're listening to this and watching this.
What is the lesson? Please tell me.
You guys, if you're wondering why your life keeps sucking, you're not putting yourself in positions to grow.
No fucking way. No fucking way that that's the lesson, is that we're all just too soft and not putting ourselves in positions to grow. There is no way that that's the point here. I can't believe this. Her responses on her channel, oh, I can't wait to see how she responded to the backlash of this. For surely by doubling down.
Okay, you're literally not. You're not putting yourself in positions to grow. You have to force yourself to have pain in order to grow. Physical pain is how muscles grow. Mental pain is how your mind grows. Emotional pain is how you grow emotionally intelligent. All this stuff.
Actually, not true.
So
the muscle one is true.
Yes. Am I actually? I'm very successful. Facts are facts. Okay.
Let me see her response. Jessie Lee Ward. I can't believe this. Well, she only has 16,000 subscribers. I thought she'd be more lit than that. Her most viewed video only has 15,000 views, bro. She's not lit at all. Okay, what's the response? Book Jessie Lee to speak, 250 views. I'm good. Was it this one? Was it one of these ones? Somebody tell me which one was her response. We have one a month ago and 1 day ago. Maybe it's that one, and she has shorts. Let's see. Maybe it was one of these. Is it haters hate themselves? I'm a hater for sure. She would watch this that I'm doing right now and call me a hater for sure. So is she 34 or is she 43?
Go Google Elon Musk. Google Jeff Bezos. Google Mark Zuckerberg. Google Bill Gates. Google Donald Trump. Google Joe Biden. Google Oprah, okay? Google these people because they have so much hate. They have so much love. You can't expect the whole world to like you. There are people that hated Mother Teresa, for God's sake. There's people that hated God.
Well, Mother Teresa was actually a piece of shit person if you watch the documentary Angel of Death. But, I guess I'm just proving Jessie's point. So thumbs up the stream. Click like on this, y'all. There's 175 people watching. I'm pretty sure if everybody clicked like on this stream,
thumbs up the team,
we'd have 200 people. Guys, we literally need to be punched in the face to make money. Facts are facts. She got me there, yep. Wow. What's her response? Here, I'm looking in the chat to see if anybody told me. She got that grippy for sure, totally. What up, Chemist? What up, Echo? What up, Anthony? What up, Manjeet? What up, Triumph? Mother Teresa got that grippy? No. Mother Teresa got the grippy. Y'all are stupid. Stupid. Okay. Well, while I wait for somebody to tell me which video, thank you, by the way, Aaron, for sending me the Google Drive link to that video again so we could watch it. Because otherwise I would have to react to somebody's video reacting to that video. So damn, Drake, first artist in history to pass 75 billion streams on Spotify. The fucking GOAT. The GOAT. I still think there's something about Jessie, y'all. I'm still not totally on the anti-Jessie train, I'll be honest. The 1 day ago. Okay. Her response is her live last night. Okay, let's check it. Also, we have our friends Scott Johnson and Peter Mingles.
Marco.
They have a new episode of Building Fortunes Radio and a new segment on me, of course. So we have to check that out as well. Jessie Lee Ward, let's pull this up. Okay, it's her live from one day ago, y'all said. So let's check it. Here we go. But this is 2 hours long. When does she actually talk about the thing?
This is an Ask Me Anything where we're also going to pack up trials because you guys are Bahamas. Oh, I'm shocked. I'm not shocked.
They did not
She
know.
actually looked kind of hot here. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to skip ahead.
All right. You can ask any questions you want. Yeah.
Foster the Felines in the chat trying to say the way she speaks to people is unhealthy. Uh-oh. She's not going to be happy about that.
Questions, hiking questions, whatever you want. A lot. So I'm the number one. Oh, wait. Oh, that was 11. Blue, raspberry, lemonade, pear.
Her live flopped, bro. How many views do her live streams get? This one only has 384 views. And that's it. And it was a 2-hour live. So that means there was like not even that many people in the live. Trust me, I know from streaming.
Olga is getting a keto kick bundle. And okay, somebody just said, are the keto kick bundle? All right. You can ask any questions you want.
They did not know how long this hike will be.
Here we go.
Yep.
And I think that is a perfect example to life. A perfect example. And we were on a business retreat, my friends. We were on a business retreat. That means we were there to help people to grow. No, don't block them. I'm on Instagram. Come and hate me, please.
Oh yeah. So we wake up. He's mad. He's like, "What do you mean? There's like 2,000 hate comments. Why can't I get some hate comments? I want some hate comments."
Yeah.
Because I have sales teams for things that I do.
We organized the trip.
Anyways, I think I get the gist of it. She's doubling down on her decisions and doesn't see anything wrong with it. It's just fucking sad, man. It's just sad. Because you know what? It would have, like, if her goal was to break people and treat them in a fucked up way, she still would have been successful at that, even if she told them ahead of time what they were getting into. Like, what she described putting these people through, these poor people, man, is, like, it would have been hard even if you had prep time. Do you know what I mean? You're going to walk in the blistering hot sun for hours in Colombia in the middle of fucking nowhere. Then you're going to eat maybe not the healthiest raw beef and chicken off of a leaf. And then you're going to sleep on the beach next to, like, in the humid air with the water, you know, right on the beach in the middle of, like, with no shelter around you in Colombia where it's fucking dangerous, and you have these two guides who don't even probably speak that good of English, who you don't know, as your, like, security. Oh, also forgot the part where you had to swim in the Black Ocean at midnight, but it was supposedly so much fun because the plankton lit up. I mean, this sounds like not fun. And for what? A fucking massage? You know? Yeah, she did look librarian hot there. Damn, man. Damn. Holy fuck, that jawline. Chrome off a trailer hitch. You're hilarious. Oh, man. She does the naughty librarian look actually really well. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I don't lie about Jessie. I would never lie about Jessie. Her IG engagement is so bad. She's definitely done something fishy. Oh, I mean, all these MLM people have fake followers and shit. 384 views is like $5 worth of botting. Yep. Grow equals traumatize. Yep. Gaslighting the whole internet. Damn. What you go through grows you. I hate that. What happened to the Batman water bottle? That one broke a long time ago. Then I had a Supplement World one, which exploded the other day because I left it in the car overnight full of water, and it froze and expanded and exploded. Why the ocean gotta be black? Because it was dark. That's why, M-Dub. Oh, man. Yeah. And, like, you're literally holding them captive at that rate because they've come with the group. The numbers of the group are their only safety, really. Their only shelter is the people around them. They couldn't even opt out of that if they wanted to. She even said one person had to, like, be emergency evac'd on like an emergency motorcycle, whatever the fuck an emergency motorcycle is. Help, I'm injured. Hop on. Like I'm supposed to go like this and hang on to the back of some dude on his little shitty motorcycle in Colombia when I'm going through a medical emergency? Jesus. Heat exhaustion and stroke can also set in hours after the fact, which would have been so dangerous in the middle of the night. Yeah. But it was a really good massage. Totally, Wes. All right. Well, I hope somebody sends that to the FTC. I really do. I hope somebody sends that off to the FTC, and that's sad. That's sad. Okay, I'm going to now look at, let's listen to the Building Fortunes radio. The new Building Fortunes radio that was shared by one of the goons. It was shared to me, and let's check it out. This is my favorite part of any of the streams we do, is listening to what Scott and Peter have to say about.
Marco.
Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Woo! Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com.
Yes, sir.
Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM marketing network lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better
at an hour and 15.
At Building Fortunes,
all right, I
know
gotta
how
go to
much
an hour
your
and
business
15
means to you and the people in...
A super salesman, you have to give it back.
System doesn't
So the last 15 minutes of the show is about me.
Other countries, I'm sure the Democrats,
here we go.
You know, for a while there thought they had him dead to rights, and then all of a sudden Biden shows up with, you know, multiple places with classified documents, and even the angel Mike Pence. They recently found some documents too. I'm sure he's really embarrassed. At least he's pretending to be. I never figured out that guy, if he's legit.
Lay down on the back of my motorcycle. Y'all are hilarious. I hope you guys enjoyed my breakdown, or my reaction, I guess, to the Jessie Lee situation. I thought it was pretty good. Damn. The part where I pretended to be Jessie talking about her team getting beheaded by the cartel. I thought that was funny. We got a delivery tuk-tuk as an ambulance. It is fucked that they don't see the issue with that. Yeah, someone really could have died. Intro goes hard. Totally. No politics. This intro is my new jam. Totally. Having a hard time finding the place. Still recording on potatoes. Yeah, thumbs up the stream too, y'all. Come on.
Up the team.
Let's get it. All right. And you know what I appreciate about this is I'm too young to have been around during like the early internet podcast days where the audio quality was this bad. So this really is a treat.
Or, you know, if he's putting on a good act, because he's a politician, so you just don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, I guess. So I guess that's it that I had. Peter, did you want to talk about Marco?
Here we go.
Sure. We can't
Why
finish
not?
a radio show, but Marco would have to say these guys run their whole entire radio show about me, but we don't, Marco. But we might as well talk about him, especially since he's now moving back to the anti-MLM.
I cannot wait for it, bro. For a whole year. For a year, I didn't make anti-MLM content. For all of 2022, I did not touch anything MLM related. I ignored or deleted every single DM on Instagram that was about MLM. I didn't reply to one. I didn't heart react or like or respond to one comment in 2022 on any of my videos about MLM related shit. I was off it completely cold turkey for a whole year. Okay? And even still, it did not stop these guys from talking about me and, you know, saying that I'm pretty sure the first time that they forecasted that I would be homeless in 1 year was like 2 years ago. And we're still here, baby. So now, I mean, it didn't stop them when I wasn't making anti-MLM content. So now I'm only imagining that it's going to ramp up. So let's check out what they had to say.
MLM realm. So he was in the anti-MLM round when we first met him, and then he got his ass sued, and he realized that I can't afford to do this. so after, by the way, taunting people on CoffeeZilla, saying things like, "Oh, but what do they do? Fuck them, let them come after me." Well, then they did, and when they did come after
on
him,
their deathbed. Anyway, Peter, you want to talk about Marco a little bit? They totally missed me for sure.
they kind of put him in a world of hurt, and his goons kind of helped bail him out a little bit.
The goons did help me, bro. I got to give it up to the goons, man.
The goons, man. The goons. White boy,
For sure. Streamlabs link in the chat if you want to support and you want to be a goon and support me. If we fill up that dono goal, I think, that donation goal right there that you see above for the $1,000, we're basically a third of the way through. That is for the first year. To be honest, it's probably going to cost me more because any insurance company is most likely going to look at me as a high-risk client, so they're probably going to charge me an insane premium. But I'm hoping that covers it. Regardless, that money is going to go towards covering me for the next year for liability insurance. In the event that a company does sue me, I am at least able to fight back. And if not, if I'm not able to get a company to cover me, I've already prepared for that in advance. My strategy is just going to simply to be... That didn't make sense. My strategy is just simply going to be to pivot away from the company I'm focused on at that moment, do what I can do behind the scenes, not publicly, to get that company or that lawsuit dismissed or get that company shut down or whatever, and just move on to the next company. In the meantime, keep doing my multi-level misery and whatever. But if I have the liability insurance, that will kick in if I do get sued, and I won't have to worry about, it'll still be shitty because I'll still have to go through the whole legal process in court, but at least I won't have to worry about going $1 million in debt to fight some lawsuit that is ultimately going to go nowhere because they're just going to drag it on and on and on for years. Meanwhile, I have to stay silent the whole time. And that's what these companies do, is they just try to keep people silent and drag it out to try and bury them financially, because they would never let it get to trial. They would never let it get to the point where they have to open up their books to discovery and actually have someone in a court of law make the case that a MLM company is a pyramid scheme. They would never let it get that far. They don't want it to, because it would expose their entire operation. And so the way they get around that is just, like I said, just by trying to sue people into submission and delay the process so that it never actually gets solved. So until the people on the receiving end just give up. That's been their strategy. But, again, still wouldn't hurt to have the fucking liability insurance. But, yeah, these guys are definitely my oldest fans. Daisy B says, is that what you need, a liability lawyer? Well, just, a lawyer to cover me in case I get sued for something silly. Any case they bring against me would be silly, but yeah.
We don't know the rest of that story, but he's so desperate right now. He's gone back to...
How much is Primerica quoting you for liability insurance? Hilarious. Somebody said to me, I hear Primerica sells insurance.
Being an anti-MLM guy. So he's back on our radar, Scott. So besides being, always stupid, Marco...
LOL, he's back on our radar. Like, y'all wasn't talking about me for the past fucking year anyways.
Now he's just revealing himself as always stupid, Marco, with a big bullet on his chest. Because, now he's going to do some stuff where more people are going to be coming after him. So I'm kind of interested in what you have to say about Marco today.
Yeah, I guess a couple things. One is, if you go to his YouTube channel, it's got your picture on his thumbnail, as they call it.
Sweet.
The title is "My Two Biggest Haters Are Beefing." It's got a picture of you and a picture of this guy, Dominic Izzo, who's a very not only pro MLM, but he's anti MLM, which means that he's really really criticizing the anti-MLMers. You know, that double negative, you would think, well, if he's anti-anti, he's just pro. Why don't you just clean up your language? But it really is interesting. There's another woman by the name of Brianna. If you go on YouTube and just put in Brianna MLM, she really rags on the anti-MLM Huns, as I call them. It's mostly women. There's
LOL, we're the Huns?
There's Marco now. He's officially bisexual by his own claim. And also another guy, I can't remember his name, but he's gay. So, you know, nothing wrong with that. I'm just telling you, you know, what the population of anti-MLMers is on YouTube. Again, it's mostly women, and there's only a couple that I found that are men. So, and even that's questionable. So, anyway,
I think what they're referring to me as me being confirmed bisexual is I was making a joke about if somebody ever tried to cancel me, I could use a litany of things. I could say, well, I'm a person of color, and also who could say that I'm not non-binary, and also who could say that I'm not bisexual if I, you know, because you could claim to be bisexual without ever having to do any actual gay shit. So I said, I'm bisexual in a hypothetical bit about me being canceled. So, but you know what? Let them run with it.
So anyway, you're a star now, Peter. Your picture's right there on Marco's thumbnail. And now I think he's really going more after me in general, because he mentions me a lot, but he doesn't have a picture of me. And he actually complains about that a lot too. Like, oh, you're not, you know, you don't have enough guts to put your face out there.
Yes.
And my answer is no, Marco. There's all kinds of nuts in this world.
Pussy. That's your excuse, Scott Johnson, for not having a picture of you out there or not showing your face on camera, is because there's too many nuts in this world? Bro, you are them. You are those nuts. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The irony of him saying that, when him and his boyfriend Peter Mingles talk about me every single week. These guys are old enough to be my grandpa. They talk about me every single week, and I do show my face. If that isn't the epitome of why it's dangerous to show your face because there's nut jobs out there, I have no idea what is.
Protection money. Stay bisexual.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Tanner. So stupid. Anyways, you know, here we go.
And I'm not going to put my face out there, at least, you know.
He calls me a pussyo. I cannot wait.
Till things in my life change a little bit and I have more flexibility.
Scott would know about nuts, yep.
So, and then that's probably not too far off. So, but for now, I'm keeping my image off the internet. So,
Scott, just say you're ugly, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, that's one thing. Now, his other most recent show.
Oh yeah, you call Scott a pussyo. That's true.
That he did, and maybe it's the same one. My two biggest haters. No, he's got another. He's got another one that was.
This guy knows my work better than anyone.
I guess more recent. I'm trying to find it here. Maybe he didn't post it. Oh, interesting. So he did one. I think it was last night. Basically, now he's begging for dollars again. So Marco has this great idea, quote unquote great idea, because he's always stupid. But I guess he's been talking to some people, you know, some people like Bill Keep and some lawyers and, you know, different people. And he's gotten the idea.
He mentioned Doug Brooks and Robert Fitzpatrick and Bill Keep.
The usual, yeah.
His usual.
So I don't know if this is their idea or his quote unquote brilliant idea, but he decided that he's going to get insurance, you know, liability insurance. So when he says stupid stuff, which is like every sentence, that he thinks he's going to be protected with this insurance policy. So he was online last night begging for money. I think he was asking for $1,000, and he said that's probably not even going to pay for 1 year, right? It's probably not going to pay for 1 minute with the way he mouths off, even if he's covered at all. I mean, I think he's going to have a hard time finding any insurance company that's willing to cover him. because he's just one mistake after another. There's,
That is true. I'll give him that.
You don't get insurance. In fact, one of the people making comments, one of his goons, his followers last night, made a very good analogy. That's like buying car insurance and then go running in a derby, a crash derby.
Yep.
It's going to be really hard to find car insurance.
Love you too, Claire Licious.
If your insurance provider understands you're going to be in a crash derby, it just doesn't happen. And Marco just kind of sloughed that off, going, "No, don't worry, I'll figure it out," right? In typical Marco fashion. He doesn't have a clue. He's so stupid. But yeah, that's the latest on Marco. Go ahead.
I'm familiar with liability insurance. For what he needs, he's going to have to spend anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 every year for what he needs. So if he's buying $1,000 of insurance, it's way too low. He's going to cost him at least $4,000 to $6,000 for what he needs.
Streamlabs link in the chat, y'all.
Would actually cover. That means he can get the insurance to cover the liability that he's going to generate for himself. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to pay any claims after he's actually sued. So it's all still a big question mark, Marco. If you go and get your liability,
what was that? Marco. Oh, it's so cute the way Peter says my name. I love it.
After he's actually sued. So it's all still a big question mark, Marco. If you go and get your Marco.
I love that. New drop, totally. I need that new drop. Oh my goodness, dude.
Thanks, Marco.
Oh, totally. Wow, bro. Dominic Izzo's been quiet. We got to check up on my boy after, dude. Fuck.
Liability insurance, lots of insurance companies will take your money. That doesn't matter.
By the way, it is a phone call recording. They record their podcast through the telephone, bro. Like it's 1900.
It matters which ones are going to actually defend you and actually, when you file your claim, actually defend you to the extent that they will. And I bet you're never going to read all that fine print. And the way insurance companies work, Marco, if you spent $1,000 or you spent the $4,000 to $6,000, you're going to find yourself not covered. So I can't wait until that happens, Scott. We're predicting it. We're giving him the little warning. He's going to do some things that are going to get his ass sued or worse. And even if he gets insurance, he's not going to be covered. If he doesn't get insurance, he's going to get his ass kicked. Either way, this is not going to be looking good for Mr. Marco. And not that we're tipping our strategy off for Mr. Marco, but at least my strategy has always been when you have someone who's, how we say, an adversary, and they're destroying themselves, just let them do it. Enjoy the process. So, Marco, we are enjoying the process, at least I am, of watching you continue to destroy yourself and waste your now mid-20s into your late 20s, trying to do whatever you're going to do in this anti-MLM movement.
I like how they're bringing up my age, about me wasting my 20s fighting against scam companies, when both of these guys are into their 60s, still wasting their time promoting MLM. Bro, Scott Johnson, by his own admission, let me pull it up. Scott Johnson Amway. This is a Scott Johnson. Here we go. I am dedicated to stopping the Amway tool scam. And then in his biography, it says, this is on his some forum website. 16-year Amway IBO. Wasted 16 years in Amway. Battling the tool scam since 05. Amway sued me and lost. I'm not sure if that's legitimate. So he was in Amway for 16 years, and he even did an interview on Savvy's channel way back 2 years ago, and said that he lost. I think the number, if you adjust for inflation from 90s dollars to modern day dollars, I think the number is $1 million that Scott Johnson lost / went into debt for Amway. I think it was $1 million. I might be wrong on that. It might be $500,000, but even if my estimation was wrong and it's only $500,000, I mean, still, bro, how? You wasted 16 years of your life. Mind you, when he tells his own story on the interview that he did with Savvy, the debate he did with Savvy, shout out to Savvy, he says himself that he got into Amway when he first became a father. 16 years in Amway, losing money, missing out on your kids' lives. He talks about how his biggest regret wasn't the money. It was the amount of time he missed out of his kids' lives. Bro, Scott, you didn't even get to watch your kids grow up because you were so busy sucking Amway cock and losing money. Who the fuck are y'all to sit there and tell me that I'm wasting my 20s trying to help people? Y'all wasted your 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever it was, trying to enrich yourself, trying to help yourself. So you know what? You guys might be right about the insurance aspect. Peter has a point. Even if I can get a company to insure me, it doesn't guarantee that they're going to pay out if a company sues me. Like I said, I've already prepared for that by just being prepared to stop talking about a company at any given moment and move on to the next. I have no problem with that. What I want to know is from anybody in the chat that's watching, I know there's people who you guys probably keep up on the anti-MLM community better than I even do because I'm so just focused on my own shit most of the time. But, you guys probably keep up. As far as you guys in the chat know, has any anti-MLM creator that you guys know of been sued? Has Savvy or Chelsea or Aaron or Julie, like any of you guys that are actually vocal against MLMs, have any of you guys actually been sued before? That's what I want to know. Because I know a lot of times they just, they brush us off as haters or whatever. And it's only when you really ruffle feathers do they actually go so far as to sue you. And, I can't speak in specific terms about my own situation or history, but I have said in broad terms that a company did take legal action against me, so make of that what you will, not naming any names or giving any specifics here. But I know Robert Fitzpatrick has. I know I've had my own issues, legal issues, but I want to know, has anybody actually been sued? Any of you guys, if you're here, Aaron, I don't know if you're still here. I know it's late. Marco, yeah, I love the way he's saying it in this stream. Damn. LOL, Morgan dropping the rainbow. Peace out, Water Bucket Gaming. Appreciate you. Dude, yeah, wasted his life. I'm surprised they don't do the podcast via mailing letters. Carrier pigeon, yeah. Wasting your 20s building a business, yep. Building a business at them. Anti-MLM creator sued has a Reddit thread about you at the top of the results. Damn. On Google. Anti-MLM creator sued. Let me look at that. Google. Oh, wow. Motherfuckers was talking about me. A small YouTuber I started following. Legal trouble. I was wondering if it's okay to post. Oh, interesting. What? On anti-MLM. Oh, someone posted about this in another community. Aw, I made a donation. Aw, appreciate y'all. Oh, that's so sweet, finding people supporting me from other communities. Aw, man, that means a lot. Marco does great content. Aw, man. Oh, that's sweet. I love seeing stuff like that. I didn't even know those people. I'd never even seen this thread before. That really means a lot. And what's this one? This is a... Oh, here, a Chelsea subreddit. Aw, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. Hell yeah. Okay, let's keep listening to Peter and Scott here.
That will end you nowhere except for poverty or negative self-financial worth. So back to you, Scott.
Yeah, he's already been sued by I Am Academy. And that lawsuit is still open. He said a few days ago he doesn't expect that to be closed for another year or two. And a few months ago he said it was going to be closed real soon, but that didn't happen, of course. And now he's going after Primerica, And I doubt that, the insurance company is going to cover him, because he's in all this legal trouble. And that's not what insurance is for. Insurance is for if you normally act decent and you screw up occasionally or rarely. But Marco's just one screw up after another constantly. I mean, just constantly. He did acknowledge he has to kind of reword his claims and have disclaimers and yada, yada. So he's obviously getting some, legal advice, but I don't think Marco can help himself. So it's, it's one of those things where he thinks he's going to fix it, but it's not going to be fixed. So, anyway, now another thing that
one thing I doubt we'll ever see is the really smart people in the room beyond one of his podcasts. So we won't see William Keep because he's a professor and he's a really smart guy. We won't see Doug Brooks because he's an attorney and he's a smart guy. You probably will see Robert Fitzpatrick.
He's had Robert Fitzpatrick already. Yeah, he's had Robert Fitzpatrick already.
I'm talking about like after this fact, like the new Marco.
Right.
So
gotcha.
I don't think you'll ever see Bill Keep. You won't see Doug Brooks. You probably will see Robert Fitzpatrick. You won't see anybody of significance. You'll find a whole bunch of C or B or D players and maybe a couple of anti-MLM people. You will never see CoffeeZilla because I think he's smart enough to realize to distance himself from the stupidity that Marco has done. So I don't know where his channel is going to go.
All those people that they just named are people who they have reached out to have on this radio show who have all declined them. And I've talked to all those people that they just named about these two, and the reaction from every one of those people when I bring up, do you know Scott Johnson and Peter Mingles, is this. That's the exact face that the people make when I talk to them. And just to respond to this for you, Scott and Peter, so that, I hate to break your heart, but I also love to break your heart. Bill Keep is actually in the new video that I'm working on. I'm also going to be having an interview with him on the channel. Doug Brooks has already agreed to do an interview with me on the channel. I'm going to be getting Steve Hassan to do an interview with me on the channel. Robert Fitzpatrick will absolutely be in another interview on the channel when his new book comes out. Sometime this month, I think, is when it's supposed to come out. And, of course, I have to read it or listen to it first. And in regards to CoffeeZilla, me and Steven, actually, the other day, it was on Friday. What's today? Wednesday. On Friday, we were trying to get on the phone, and during the window of time that he had free, I was actually in a physio appointment for my shoulder. But we have a call scheduled on Monday coming up, me and CoffeeZilla, and I've been talking about potential things with a lot of different people. I also didn't even announce this yet, but this is a good opportunity to mention it. I'm going to be speaking on a panel for what is called the MLM conference or anti-MLM conference. I'm not sure the official name of it. I apologize. MLM conference. The past 2 years, hold on. Those people that I named, aside from CoffeeZilla, have spoken on this conference before. Here's the one from last year. Basically, it is let me just show you the type of people that are on this. So, National Council Against Health Fraud, Stephen Barnett. Sorry, I'm blocking the way here. Roberta Blevins was on it. Shout out to Roberta. Doug Brooks, an attorney who has litigated class actions against MLM schemes. More anti-MLM creators. Bruce Craig, attorney from the Wisconsin Department of Justice, serving 30 years. Katie Daffin, assistant director in the Federal Trade Commission in the Division of Marketing Practices. Liz Day, reporter and producer for the New York Times. Academy and Emmy Award-winning producer. Robert Fitzpatrick, author of Ponzinomics. Need I go on? Oh, Steve Hassan. Basically, this is a conference where different professionals and activists get together. Oh, I guess Savvy was on it last year. Different professionals and activists get together, and you can actually watch the videos from you can watch the archived videos of all the different sessions throughout it's like a multi-day event. Anyways, the past 2 years, obviously 2022, I wasn't involved because I was away from the anti-MLM scene. 2021, I was interested, but I didn't submit early enough, and I think I was busy with that other situation. But this year, I'm going to be speaking on the conference about my experience with MLM and challenging. Well, let me not say what I'm actually going to be speaking about until then, because I wouldn't want to, But I'll be speaking on that panel alongside people like that, people from the FTC, lawyers, professionals, authors, etc. I'm a part of that this year. I'm officially listed on the program. And I was planning on doing it's virtual, so you join by Zoom, but there was a really interesting opportunity that popped up, which I can't be specific on, unfortunately. But there's a really interesting opportunity that I think could help further this anti-MLM movement if I was to be there in person. And so it's in Washington, D.C., because, they're trying to do it in person this year because past 2 years, obviously COVID, but it is more effectual, in my opinion, if you can get in front of the regulators in person and really talk to them. And so there are some opportunities that I would like to take advantage of by being there in person, things that I think could be really effective. So, I can't be too specific, but if y'all want to help me, I'm on the far West Coast. I'm in Alberta, and Washington, as you know, is the East Coast. So it's a flight, it's a hotel, it's a couple days long stay. So if you wanna help me budget for that, you definitely, I appreciate the support. But that is something that I want to do, is go there in person to Washington, D.C. I've never been there before, but yeah, Washington, D.C. This is in March, actually, right before my birthday, March 13th and 14th. My birthday is March 15th, so that would be a cool thing to do for my birthday, is meet some of these people who are like heroes to me in this anti-MLM space, and get to meet them in person while we're still here sharing this earth together. So just wanted to respond to Scott and Peter's gamble here. We should definitely clip this. Them saying, "I'll never get Bill Keep. I'll never get Doug Brooks. I'll never get CoffeeZilla." Bro, I've already been on CoffeeZilla's podcast multiple times. Let's go. Let's go look. The Drip podcast. Here we go. And if we go videos, search, Marco. I mean, look how many times I've been on this freaking show. Oh, wrong button. Here, let me move me. Let me move me out of the way here. Here's this one. This clip that I'm on. This clip that I'm on 2 years ago. Another one 2 years ago. Another one 11 months ago. I don't even remember what this one was about. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I didn't even realize they had so many clips with me on this channel. But shout out to Steven, shout out to Amish, always supporting. They've been supporting. I think the first time CoffeeZilla emailed me back and I went on his podcast was I had 13,000 subscribers. I had just hit 13,000. We're now almost at 60,000. If you sort the Drip channel by most viewed, 4, 8, number 9, their ninth most viewed video on this channel is me. Their 14th most viewed video on this channel is me. Their 16th most viewed videos on this channel is me. And mind you, this channel has hundreds of videos, like hundreds of videos. So I'm not doing too bad in terms of my, what did they say? I'll never get CoffeeZilla because CoffeeZilla is way too highbrow for me. Bro, me and CoffeeZilla were texting the other day, bro. It's not that deep. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. We're gonna be okay. You know. Hi, New Marco. Thank you. What up, Paquita Ruby? Could these guys be any more jealous? Yeah. Totally. Thank you, Bug. Thank you, guys, saying Bam huge. Yep. Richard, nice. We have the same birthday. Who did they get? Great question, Billions. Nice, Daniela. Happy early birthday. Pisces, is that why you're so sensitive yet? Marco with hair, that's how you know it's old. Yeah, I'm actually growing my hair back out, so apologies for the awkward length that you're going to be seeing here soon. Yeah, we're going. Honestly, man, ever since when I stepped away from doing the anti-MLM content, I put a lot of opportunities on the back burner because I just wasn't, I was demoralized at the time and not feeling like this was a path I wanted to pursue. But I realized it is worth it to pursue this, just in terms of my impact on the world. And, I was in an Instagram group chat with Spencer Cornelia, and who else was in that freaking group chat, man, that I was in? Anyways, you saw Scott Schaefer in here earlier. Like, there was a lot of people, big people that were supporting me during my MLM content that wanted to, both CoffeeZilla and James Janney donated like $500 each to my GoFundMe. Robert Fitzpatrick, God bless him, donated. Like, so many people supported me, dude, that this was like a real it was like a real movement for real. And that was just special. I got to do that again. Spencer ain't on our side no more, isn't he? Is he? Looking like Sid from Toy Story, yeah. Yeah, so I know that if I double down on this path again, those opportunities are going to arise yet again. And, it's all good. Robbie Fit, the OG. I don't even know who that is. All right, let's finish what Scott and Peter have to say here.
But there's enough stupid people out there and his goons out there to kind of keep him wallowing in low income for a real long time. So the good thing is that, like I said, they'll keep him at low income for a really, really, really long time. So YouTube will give him a slice. He might get some people that do his donations, through whatever super chats that he gets on his YouTube channel. It might pick up a little bit, but the good thing is that he'll be lulled into that false promise of profits, and unfortunately be sucking the money out of his distributors the same way an upline in an MLM company that he is challenging is sucking the life and the time and the resources from his own quote-unquote cult. So it's kind of fun to watch him bring a whole bunch of other stupid people down with him as well, Scott. Back to you.
Nice.
Yeah, and one more thing that I've learned recently, I've been told that that he made a video, I guess about a year ago. It was kind of in response to his buddy Philip, who came out with a video, and he finally disclosed that he was arrested for being a cocaine dealer, and he thought he was going to go to prison, but the Canadian justice system, I'll put that in quotes too, justice system, decided not to prosecute him, and so he was let go. But in Philip's video, you can see him, he actually took video real time, like right after he was, accused of being a cocaine dealer from the government. He put himself on camera and was basically crying.
Oh, LOL. Robbie Fit, the OG, is Robert Fitzpatrick. You're hilarious. Wallowing in poverty, yeah. Not him losing $1 million calling me low income. I love that. Scott Schaefer dubs Spencer the former grift slayer. What happened? I'm so out of the YouTube creator loop. Like, what happened with Spencer Cornelia and Tom Nash?
And going, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? A little baby boy crying like that. But then he got real smirky once, they decided not to prosecute him, even though they had plenty of evidence, apparently. But there was only so many people, I guess, they can prosecute. So, they had to pick their targets, and he was not one of them. But then Marco made a follow-on video kind of to go along with that video. And he basically said, oh, yeah, I was a drug dealer with Philip. He was right out front with it. But then he took down that video pretty soon after he made it. He made it non-public, or I don't even know if it's on his Discord anymore, but he took it down from being public.
LOL.
But what's going around?
It tickles me, the idea that Scott Johnson is just like using a ghost account in my Discord and like enjoying all the memes and stuff in the Discord just to like rewatch my content. I love that.
On email right now is somebody made a copy of that before he deleted it, and now it's just going around email that he essentially said, actually he did say, that he was a cocaine dealer right along with Philip. And so obviously he's not proud of that because he took that video down, even though he leaves up videos like him posing half naked in the shower thinking he's sexy or something. So he'll leave those kinds of videos up, but he'll take down the cocaine drug dealer video.
It's going around email. It's going viral in people's email. A live stream of mine, like a 4-hour live stream, just like being sent around like chainmail. Hilarious.
It looks like it's not down. It looks like it's out there in some form. So just something for Marco to, have a good sleep about tonight. Just thought maybe he would be interested in that little factoid. I guess we're pretty much done here.
I'm so scared.
Peter, looks like we're down at the bottom of the hour, and I'll let you.
Bosley is the GOAT, David.
Close it out. I'll give out my Facebook page one more time.
Not plugging a Facebook page in 2023.
Yeah, facebook.com/Scott Tex Johnson, SCOTTTEXJOHNSON, all one word. 3 websites, link to this show, my YouTube, my email, you name it. And thanks again, Peter. We'll be on the show again next Saturday.
Excellent. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Wow. What a night. I can just imagine 30 cc's of MLM people and Scott Johnson sharing it out. Hilarious. Quaking in your boots, yeah. Oh, man, what up, Beasley? Did you get that little Marco soundbite? No, I didn't. One of y'all gonna have to, in the Discord, the link to my Discord, my MLM Discord, anti-MLM Discord is in the description here. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Also, almost at 200 likes. Let's
thumbs up the ting.
Thumbs up the ting. In my Discord, somebody's gonna have to tell me the actual timestamp of when he go Marco, because that really warmed my cold heart. Fuck it, it's in the description. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to put it in the chat. Oh, I see D3. Better watch that email, y'all. Yeah. These pathetic, useless boomers would love to have a story a tenth as interesting as Philip and yours, because it would mean their shitty show no one in history has seen would break 2 views. Totally. Yeah, I have talked about this before in my videos, and I think it's one of the main, it's maybe the main pillar that my content and my philosophy around this anti-MLM content stands behind, which is that not everything that is legal is ethical, and not everything that is illegal is unethical. The 2 examples I bring up are slavery was legal for a very long time, and I hope none of us here would disagree if I was to say that that was unethical, keeping humans as property. Likewise, something like marijuana was illegal for a very long time. There are people in jail to this day because of marijuana, minor possessions and things like that, people taken away and given harsh sentences and being made examples out of. And now it's legal. Now, as a matter of fact, the prices, at least where I live, on weed that you can buy from the store is dropping because there is so much oversupply of this like government weed, essentially. Government taxed weed, rather, at all these little pop-up shops that you can just run into and buy weed from, that the prices are dropping because there's too much supply and not enough demand, which is crazy to think. 10 years ago, people were still, not even 10 years ago, a few years ago, people were still calling the weed man to come sell them weed. So now it's just a normal thing. Now you're just as likely to see somebody smoking a joint as a cigarette, you know? There's still more gas stations than there are weed stores, and so the supply of cigarettes and the amount of people smoking cigarettes is probably greater, but who knows, in 10 years, 20 years, we'll see. But you get my point. Gay marriage is another thing that I don't know what your views are, but to me, that being illegal was not a very nice thing. I don't think it matters. Like, I don't see why gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married. I think they should be allowed to get married. It's their fucking business. That's, you know, they're both human beings. It's not like motherfuckers who are gay are advocating to marry a fish. You know what I mean? It's not no bestiality shit. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? So that's my point. And when it comes to things I've done in my life, I can proudly say that I've done everything in my life with a moral compass. I've always had a moral compass that's guided me, and I believe that I have always done the ethically right thing in my life. That's what I'll say. James Janney in the chat. What up, James? The GOAT. The GOAT. James killing it. If you guys haven't watched James Janney's video, The MLM Cults, I think aside from the John Oliver video, that's the most viewed video on MLMs that exists. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, the multi-level marketing cults, 2.6 million views, bro. Killing it. 2 years ago, crushing it. And his newest one, the world's greatest crypto scam, 1 month ago, 1.8 milli. I mean, he's eating. My boy James eating. My boy CoffeeZilla's eating. And soon come, I'm going to be eating. So watch out. I appreciate you being here, James. We had a great chat the other day, and I appreciate you for that. It wouldn't be unethical to keep Scott and Peter's property because they would be more humane. So stupid. Just woke up to see the stream, Lamau. First time I've caught it live. Crazy. James, well, it was great to see you, bro. That's cool, seeing your name pop up here. Let me go ahead and make James an honorary mod. Not that I expect James to ever be moderating, but shout out to James. You just became a mod, James. Enjoy the power. Enjoy the power. Maybe it is a crossover episode. We had Scott Schaefer was in the chat earlier. Now James is in the chat. And if you've been watching my stream for a long time, we've seen CoffeeZilla in the chat several times. Remember that one stream last year or in 2021 where CoffeeZilla was just in the chat? And then I was like, yo, are you busy right now? And we just got on a Zoom on the stream. I got to go back and find that one, man. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got to talk about for tonight. This is a pretty good length stream, I would say. Yeah, welcome to the cult, James. So, bad boy chat only. What do I think about Patrick Bet-David? I like him. I like his content, but he does run an MLM, and for that reason, I'm out. Next stream, I'm thinking of telling you guys about my my date with the Monet girl. People have been asking me. I said on my Instagram story, do you guys want me to drop a video telling the story of the time I went on a date with a Monet girl? And a lot of you said yes. So I'm thinking maybe I'll record that on stream and then chop it up and release it as a video. But yeah, Nerds Loft, don't worry. Still, on the second channel is where I'm doing those goon streams. And if you're in the old Discord, I'm still posting the notifications in there when I go live on there. So make sure you sub to that one, and we get the Silly Goose Times rolling. But you see the chat, you see the thumbs ups, you see the viewership, you see the bag. You know, you gotta allow me. You gotta allow me. Marco Cinematic Universe. When is Gabby coming back for her stream? Maybe next week. But did you pine? Did I pine who, Specs? What did Gabe think of Avatar? He said similar to me. He's like, he was prepared to hate it, but he actually didn't think it was bad. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this before the runtime gets too bloated. And, you know, I want people to actually come back and watch this after the fact. And if you are watching this tomorrow or whenever, like if you're watching this in the future and it's not live and you want to support, I'm pretty sure you can hit that Streamlabs. Yeah, you can hit that Streamlabs link in the chat any time of day. It doesn't have to be when I'm live. So if you want to surprise me on a random, you know, Sunday afternoon by dropping a bag on that Streamlabs, we appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate you, Nerds Love. You know what I mean? No, Lori, I have not heard of the credit repair MLMs. Oh, the Monet gal. I did not pine the Monet girl. No, I'm sorry. I didn't. We did kiss, though. And then she blocked me on Instagram after I said on my Instagram story one day that I was going to do a video about Monet, and then she blocked me. Give us an Obama. I got you. Let me give you some sound effects right quick.
Obama.
Billions and billions.
You're broke. You're fucking poor.
Thanks, Marco.
Gotcha.
I'm not a loser.
Because you'd be in jail. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
There we go. Appreciate it, David. Obama. All right, appreciate you guys. Don't do drugs. I'll see you next time. See you on Friday. Peace.